All right, just want to do another quick video on caulking. Caulking is very subjective, what gets caulked, what doesn't. I've got some other videos kind of going through that in a little more detail, but I had this kind of illustration here. Thank you, Sashko, for it. This is Log Builder's whole thing. But I don't know if you can see the side profile of this, illustrating backer rod and the caulk over the top. But essentially, what you're trying to do is create a scenario where you've got a thicker layer of caulk adhering to the top and bottom log, and then your caulking or chinking is thinnest in the middle. Ideally 3/8 inch wet thickness, dry is typically about 1/4 inch. But what that does is gives you more surface area to attach the log. So that's where it sticks, right? So if it's gonna fail, as it's expanding, contracting, stretching, it's gonna fail at the thinnest part, which in an ideal world, obviously you can't control every scenario, but in an ideal world, that's in the center. Why does that matter? Well, in the center, it's easy to repair. You can take some caulk, run another bead across the center of this, and repair it very easily. If it splits at the top and bottom, it can cause some extra challenges, right? One is it's harder to repair and keep a neat line, right? Because now you're smearing, right, some caulk along the joint between where it was prior caulk and the log. So it usually runs up on the log to some degree so you can, get your moisture barrier back. If it's in the center, easy to run a bead of caulk, smear it over the top, reseal it, and it's good to go. The other thing is, if it splits, if the caulk separates from the log on the bottom, again, not that big of a deal. Water runs down, runs over that lips, and continues down. Where it tends to cause a problem is when it splits at the top, where your caulking meets the log above it. If it separates there and peels out, now you've got a funnel. Where it rains, water's running down your log, and it tends to funnel in behind in that seam, and you get a large amount of moisture trapped, and you can cause rot and all sorts of issues. That's one of the reasons for backer rod, to get that profile where you have more surface area adhered to top and bottom, thinner in the middle, trying to control where it fails, make your life easy to repair, and keep that moisture barrier on the outside. Hope that video helps.